Uh-huh. Okay, so I need to go and change my bloody hell. Take my top off, that's right. Okay. Haha. I've had to take my top off, everybody, because if I wear a black top, Harry tells me it overexposes my face. So I'm having to sit here in the freezing cold. Okay, so that's good. Hello, everyone. I'm a bit knackered, a bit hungover. I don't drink very well these days. And sat with some mates last night. And anyway, you don't care about that, do you? I'm going to read my blog to you. I do this every week now. Have done, I think all certainly this year I've been doing it. So I'm going to read my blog, which I publish on my website. Although my website is now down, it's evaporated. So I haven't used my book's website. So thankfully I have that site available. And I'm going to read it to you now without further ado. I'm waffling. I'll just find the blog here. Okay, I've called it Smile for the Camera. I hope you enjoy it. If you do enjoy it, maybe you'll share it with your friends or tell people about my blog. I write a blog every Sunday, have done for 20 years. So there's millions of words that I've written. I enjoy writing my blog, and it's going to turn into a podcast called Takes on Life. It's coming very shortly. I've recorded 7 episodes just now, and I've got to edit them, get them ready. So this is a brave edition of this long-running blog of mine, foolhardy even, but needs must. I have set a fairly high bar for this weekly epistle of mine. My readers expect many things, including candor. They demand quality, some pathos, wisdom, but above all else, they come to my blog for a smile and an occasional laugh. And to create this alchemy, if I have to throw my wife under the bus or to the lions, then so be it. Still with me? Good, then read on or listen on. Nothing unusual about a dog walk for Team Holland, just another walk in Richmond Park for a middle-aged couple and their beloved dog. Well, normal to a point insofar as the old couple and their beautiful dog were joined on this occasion by their eldest son Tom and his very close companion, the actress Zendaya. A lovely dog walk then. What could possibly go wrong? Well, some way into the walk, Nikki's phone rang. Not so unusual, but she actually answered it, which is unusual, but this is another issue aside. Calling Nikki is Andrea, a trustee of the Brothers Trust. Andrea is a lawyer who offers us sage advice on all things philanthropic and the smooth running of an organization like the Brothers Trust. Hi, Nikki. What house number are you? Andrea asked, sounding a little bit flustered and urgent. Nikki's face drops. Why does Andrea want to know what our house number is? I'm here for my headshot, Andrea explains, for the website, like we arranged. Another epic diary fail, which immediately plunges Nikki into a panic. No point in offering excuses. Nikki explains her whereabouts, she apologizes, and sets off in haste for the car. Fortunate that there's a typo. I keep seeing typos, which I'll now need to go and correct. Fortunate that Tessa has pooed already because the walk is over. En route home, Nikki's dread builds at the thought of how we left our house, certainly in no state for a non-family member to witness, and especially Andrea, who happens to live in a palace nearby. At present, our patio is being relaid. I have left a frying pan in the garden to cool off after last evening's poppadoms, and there is a damp laundry hanging from areas and from every vantage point throughout the ground floor. As our car pulls up, Andrea is waiting patiently. Nikki tears into the house and tries to explain herself with humour. Sorry, we met at university, Dom and I, so we still live like students. The shoot goes well. Andrea is recorded for posterity and will be shortly on our website for you to see if you're interested in seeing what Andrea looks like. Panic over, everything is okay. Nothing to see here. Until a few days later, when the world's biggest website, mailonline.com, decided to make our dog walk much more public and more traumatic for my shy wife. A photographer with a long lens and a dubious moral code had been happily snapping away at the famous duo amongst us. Of course, this is something which we half expected, but always hoped wouldn't happen. Lots of celebrities pay money to be papped and covered in the press, but not in this instance, and so it feels intrusive and an indictment on us all. Being famous nowadays is much more exposing since everyone has a phone and a platform, a cost and a burden of success and popularity, although unfair when an unsuspecting mum is caught unawares and looking like a monster. Her word, not mine. Show rather than tell is a great mantra for the arts, but I would never be so unkind to reproduce this photograph here, but to say it's easily findable. And if you're reading this blog or listening or watching this blog, then you have the means. Days later, Nikki stares at the photo in question and is aghast. She closes her laptop and takes immediate action. She makes an appointment to see her hairdresser. Her hopes that no one will see the images are short lived as her phone starts to ping from her well meaning friends. It's almost as though an impromptu WhatsApp group has been established, perhaps called something like Nikki Papped. Anyway, as the laughter and glee fades, the girlfriends rally and assure Nikki that she is, in fact, gorgeous. But walking Tessa will never be the same again, not with the prospect of being secretly photographed. Now Nikki will have outfits to consider, to choose leggings that are flattering, to opt for a coat she hasn't worn already. How does my hair look? Who gives a shit? Tessa needs a poo. But I won't say this, of course, far too risky. I will wait patiently, even if a hairdryer is required. Our hope is that now the world has seen the young couple on a dog walk and a supermarket shop, that they might be left alone. But Nikki is taking no chances. Big hair and full makeup from now on, which will count for nothing if she snapped picking up a dog poo. So there we are. Typos aside, which I covered in my read. I'll now go back to my blog to correct those. I don't know why I do that. I have some sort of mental block with words. I can't seem to register them, but I'll just go back to my YouTube thing now. It's still recording. 7 minutes there, guys. I am cold now. Need to put a jumper back on. Still cold in London in March. The hours gone forward as well, so we've got some more daylight. So anyway, guys, wherever you are in the world, hope you're well. Hope you like listening to that or watching it, and look out for the podcast, which comes early April. It should be out, and Takes on Life 2 will be out on May the 1st as a hardback. Many thanks to you all. Bye-bye. End.